Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 10.0, and today is day 40. So today we're going to continue our training inside of Command and specifically back to Canva. I'm going to show you how to edit a simple flyer inside of Canva. So let's dive in. We're going to go into our new marketing applet. And we know we have our quick connect here button at the top, create in Canva. We're going to click on that and it's going to open up our Canva account. And from there, as a reminder, if you want to get access to all of the templates and flyers and postcards, etc., that Keller Williams has provided for us, we're going to click on this brand icon. And here's where we can see all of those different templates. So there are a whole lot of them. Let's say that we wanted to utilize a template for flyer. By the way, you're going to see some in here, some templates that you may not have access to because I'm in leadership. That's okay. As an agent, you're never going to want to make a team meeting slide, trust me. But let's dive into this for sale flyer. We can click on it to take a look at the preview. It's a pretty basic flyer, but it'll help us with some basic editing skills inside of Command. So we're going to go ahead and click on Use This Brand Template. That's going to open up a new window and allow us to start making edits to this 8.5 by 11-inch flyer for a listing. As a reminder, on the left-hand side, we're going to see this Keller Williams icon because we connected our KW app to Command yesterday. So we're going to click there such that we can get access to our listings. And if it's your listing, it should automatically pop up. If it's not your listing, then you'll want to either search by address or by MLS. Make sure that you click on the All Listings button first and then start making those edits. Since we already have our listing up, I'm going to click on it such that I can then access all of the images. So the images for my listing are on the left-hand side, my flyers here on the right-hand side. I want to start replacing these images. So essentially, you can see we do have 4 different images. And if I click on the image and then hit the delete button, the image is gone, but the placeholder still remains. So when you see these clouds and the rolling hills, that's a Canva placeholder. The nice thing is that I can click and drag that photo in, and now I've got a new photo set and ready to go inside of that placeholder. If I want to go through and update the rest of the photos, so I can click and drag Kitchen Island down here. Let's scroll down inside of the photos on the left-hand side. Maybe we've got another shot of the, let's see, living room, so I can drop that there in the middle. And let's see, maybe we want the aerial shot. We'll drop that one over here, right? So you can see the lakes and the beautiful cul-de-sac that the property is located on. Next, if we scroll back up on the left-hand side, we've got all the photos, but remember, we also have the details. So we've got all of the property information here. On the right-hand side, we've got a text box, right? And so if we want to, we can, I don't think we can click and drag that. Yeah, we can. So what we're going to do is we can go ahead and click on this text box. I know that it's been highlighted because I've got the purple border all the way around it. And now this straight up and down line with sort of the curved edges at the top of the bottom, top and bottom is our cursor. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that cursor in. I'm just hitting backspace so that I can clear out that address. And I'm going to go ahead and type in the address for our listing. And you can see that because the address was a little bit longer than the one they gave us, it went to a second line. So if you're inside of a text box inside of Canva, you're going to see you've got dots or circles at each one of the corners, and then you've got lines at the sides. If you click on any one of these icons and then drag your mouse, it'll allow you to resize that text box. So I'm going to click on this vertical pill here on the right-hand side. I'm going to click, I'm going to drag to the right, and that's going to allow my text box to be a little bit bigger in order to get that entire address on 2 lines. Now I do have several tools up here at the top. So if I highlight this text, oops, let me make sure I get all of it. There we go. I can change the font. So I can come in here on the left-hand side and you can see a series of different fonts, right? I can change the size. I can change the text color. So let's just say I wanted to change that to red. You also see that you have several color palettes. And so this is in that drop down. I can change from luxury to the core brand kit. I'm going to select that brand kit, and it's going to give me all of my Keller Williams colors. I could come in and change to commercial. Pretty sure the colors are relatively the same, but just as a heads up, there are the commercial colors. And then again, if this is a luxury listing, I can select that brand kit. No red inside of our luxury items, just that black, white, and gray, or pewter, excuse me. So let's go back to our core brand kit. We're going to select that brand kit. Let's just say I want that to pop a little more. So we're going to make that red. Now, if I click anywhere off, you can see that I've changed the text to red. Let's say I want it to pop just a little bit more, so I can make it bold if I wanted to. Again, you could italicize, underline, stripe through, make it all caps, all lower. You can align it left, right, center, or justified. You can make a bulleted list. You can actually go into advanced settings here, and this is where you can change the spacing between each letter or each line. And then you can actually make it less transparent. That's really good for images if you want something to show through or something above, etc. This is a good example down here of transparency. This was actually used for this photo. So the background is more opaque, where the actual house is fully transparent. So that's just an effect that you can do there. But right now we've gone ahead and changed this. Let's say I want to make it a little bit bigger. You can see that when I do, though, you do have to be careful because it does extend it to 3 lines. I'm going to click the pill now on the left-hand side, drag that over a little bit, and now we've got our address. All of our photos are set and good to go. We do have a logo down here. No one works at KWDBA name as a reminder, so I can come back to Keller Williams here on the left-hand side, and we're going to go back into profiles. And this should give me my market center profile. So you can see, here's my Keller Williams Realty. This is actually, our market center is called Keller Williams Realty. One of very few that get to use that name, but I'm going to click on this logo, and then I should be able to, oops. All right, so you can see, here's a good example of something I did that I shouldn't have, and I made a mistake, which is great because I can teach you the undo button. At the very top here, you do have this arrow pointing to the left. That's an undo. So if I click it once, it takes the logo away. If I click it twice, it takes the logo away. So now I can come back, hit this logo, and we don't have an auto replace button. That was one of the nice things that designs did. There might be an auto replace button, and maybe I just don't know about it. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on delete to remove that logo. Then I'm going to click on my Market Center's logo. I'm going to drag it down here to the bottom, and now you can see it is grossly oversized. This time, instead of clicking a pill on the left or top, I'm actually going to use the circle in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to drag down to resize that logo to fit on that flyer. Now, each one of your market centers, your states, your counties, your cities, your boards, etc., probably have some advertising and marketing guidelines with regards to how big your logo has to be. Please double check those and make sure that you are utilizing those appropriately. On the right-hand side, we've got the listing agent name. Again, a text box. I can come in here. I can click to get my cursor. I can start just typing in my name there. I can click below and remove that all 0 phone number and put in mine. And then I can come down to the bottom. I can remove that email address and drop in my email address. Now at this point, our flyer is essentially done, right? We've gone in, we have changed the address, we have changed 4 photos, we have changed out our Market Center logo, we have changed out the contact information to our own. We're really set and ready to go. So at this point, if you wanted to download this flyer for print's sake, you could come up to the top right-hand corner. You're going to click on share, and then you're going to see that you have a download button. Now, there are a lot of additional features that you can certainly use inside of Command, but if it was just strictly, I want to get this flyer done, I need to download it, I'm going to print it, and I am running to drop off the flyers at whatever event, at my open house, at, I'm going to door knock the neighbors, whatever it may be. This would be the simplest way to do that, would be to download, and then you can start printing at your office, and you would be set and ready to go. So that's it for today, guys. Not an overwhelming walkthrough, but a basic, simple flyer tutorial to show you how you can go in, find a template utilizing the Canva template library from KW, right? And then change out your photos, change out your content, change the color, the sizing, change out your market center logo and resize it, and then change out the contact information for the listing agent, and then how to then download that document and print it. Last thing we're probably going to want to do is change the name of this, because this is now going to be in our personal library. And this is great because we can use it in the future if we run out of copies, or we're going to have another open house next week. 6-7 for sale flyer. And that's what we're going to name it. So now that we're done, we can click on the home icon here. That's going to take us back to our Canva home screen. And now you can see inside of our personal Canva library, we've got that flyer ready to go to use in the future. Here's the one that we just saved, and here's the template for us to use in the future. That's it for today, guys. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I look forward to speaking with you again tomorrow. We're going to continue our training inside of Canva. Look forward to that. Talk to you soon.